Welcome back to my video diary. Today's just kind of a chill day. We're gonna do a little adventuring around and getting some little things done that I need to. I need to change my sheets and I'm gonna do my makeup here soon, get ready for the day. Yeah, really no big plans today, but I thought I'd take you along for whatever we decide to do. I'm getting ready to put some makeup on. I'm gonna attempt to do a more natural kind of look. I'm just one for a lot of color. I'm just plucking a few stray eyebrow hairs. So up until about a few months ago, I've always had really full eyebrows. Like when that soap brow trend came around, I was killing it because I already just had naturally feathery brows. But the last few months, I decided to cut the end of my eyebrow off, and I love it so much. The one thing that sucks is now I have to do my eyebrows like every day. And like when I say full eyebrows, I mean like I gotta pluck some hairs that are like down here. It's a little ridiculous. So for my eyebrows, this is a constant no matter what. I use this old Subculture palette, and I use the Mercury shade, as you can tell, and then the Rowdy, I think it's Rowdy, and then let's see, these NYX Lift and Snatch pens. I use Ash Brown and Ebony, I believe, but yeah, or espresso, so it's the brown one, not the black one. These two are constant. I use these for my freckles. I use these if I'm doing a more like natural brow. I do have a scar on my eyebrow, so these are great because they actually like stay on the skin. But I use these for everything. I am very much like a cheap. If I use it every day, let me use like quality but cheaper products like ELF. I use a lot of NYX. I went to Electric Forest, speaking of, and this was my first year ever going. It was so fun. We did the whole week of camping. So we got in on Thursday and set up camp super late, and then did the whole festival from Thursday to Sunday, but we ended up staying to Monday. So Wednesday was just kind of like a rest day, kind of getting ready for the weekend. And it was the crappiest of the days. It pretty much rained the whole day, so it was kind of good to just kind of do nothing. And this trip I actually went and only knew one person that I was camping with. So there was like maybe 18 or 19 people camping with. So it was a big group camping, and our spot was beautiful. We were like 3 spaces away from Main Street. Like I said, this was my first year, and I was like the baby of the group. Everyone else had been there for like years. So they all like had fun being able to take me around and showing me the place. And I'll put some photos in here of my outfits, but I killed it this year. And honestly, it was just such a good experience. Like when I first walked in, I was expecting it to be like really cool. But when I walked in, like, I instantly just started, like, bawling. Because I've always wanted to go, and I got the opportunity to go this year. And got to go with, like, a close friend of mine and meet all of his close friends and, like, all of the people he goes with for the past few years. So it was just so cool. But the first night was kind of just, like, we kind of just wandered around, saw the forest for the first time. And then that night was Sarah Landry. That was kind of like the one show the whole weekend that I was like, no matter what I do, like if I go to this show, and like I wanted to get front and rail, so we ended up doing that. And if I got this show, like the rest of the weekend was just like extras for it. So we ended up going there. We were planning on going there early. And then when the time came around, it was like there was a set beforehand that a lot of people had gone to just to stay for her. And when we got there were so many people, so we ended up having to push to get to the front, and we got it. We got front, center, and rail. I'll put in a video here. It was so much fun, but that went great. And then that was kind of like that night. I ended up meeting up with a family friend of mine while I was there and spending like pretty much the whole weekend with him, which was super nice because he's my brother's best friend's brother. So our brothers are best friends. That's a better way to explain it. So I got to like know him a little better, but like he's just so much fun. It was great. It was so fun. And then that night we ended up hanging out with him. Friday was Beige Rush. So we did like a little emo night, and that was fun. I really enjoyed that outfit. That night was kind of just like, I was super exhausted from the night beforehand with it being like the first night. And so that kind of day was just like, I don't know, just kind of chilling around. There's no one specific I really wanted to see. I saw Lose the Child that night, who didn't, like, completely forgot he was playing. Completely forgot. And that was just a great set. And then, what was Saturday? Oh my gosh, Saturday was such a fun day. That was a Care Bear outfit. I know we went to, like, the big ones were Baby No Money. Then we went to Levity back-to-back, Crank That back-to-back, Tape B, and then after those three was Zed's Dead. Oh my god. It was the best Zed's Dead show I've ever seen. Like, I've only seen them in person once. Didn't enjoy their show. I mean, it wasn't bad, but like all the other sets just seemed to be better in my mind. And I knew they were like I knew they had a cult following for a reason. But like all of even like on YouTube, like watching their other sets, like just wasn't a huge fan of it. But this set was so good. They did a lot of like their OG songs, and like the crowd was just amazing. So that was just another great time. There was a point in the night where I just laid on the ground and like listened to everyone like singing and all of the like lasers in the sky. And just being around, like, the whole, like, 4 sets, I just camped out with all of the people I was camping with, so we were, like, farther back, but we were just all chilling. And it was just, like, it was just such a good experience and such a bonding moment with these people that I, like, had just met and now, like, spent the entire week with. So that was so cool. And, like, to be laying there and like all I could think was like, this is gonna be a core memory. Like as I was sitting there, I knew that it was gonna be something that I would remember and like something that would be like a strong part of the weekend. Right, we were exhausted by the end. Sunday comes rolling around. This is the last day, so normally everyone's like just exhausted and kind of done for, but there were a ton of like this. Sunday ended up being my favorite day out of all of it, and we started the day off earlier than most, so we went in at like 4 or 5-ish, and the first set that we saw was Swanky Willa. Oh my gosh, it was a really good set. It was hot out, but it was totally worth it, so I had to drag everyone out there. And then I don't remember who was after that, but after that was Zingara, who just incredible. And that show that may have been a top contender for my weekend favorite. And then, let's see, we ended up going to a different stage after that and wandered around for a while. And then that night was Fisher, who, for both Zingara and Fisher, I got front center rail again. Fisher was great. Fisher was probably my favorite show of the night, or of the weekend. That or Sarah Landry, just because I love her. And then ended the night with Of the Trees. But by the point, like, when Fisher was done, I just like was kind of done for in the whole thing. My feet hurt, I was exhausted, but I ended up finishing up the set there and then went back for the night, like kind of called it early. But that last walkout was just so like I didn't cry, but it was just very like I was at peace with the weekend ending because of how amazing everything was. And we left Monday, like midday on Monday, and then I flew home on Tuesday. So I flew in Sunday, enjoyed Monday. Tuesday we left to go to Forest. Wednesday through Sunday we were there. Came home on Monday, flew out on Tuesday. So it was a quick trip, but it was definitely one for the books. I will definitely be back, but I had a friend ask me if I like would go next year or like think about going next year, and honestly I'm like not fully sure. Am I gonna go back one day? Absolutely. But am I gonna like go every year? I'm not really sure, because I'm a big travel person and like I like to try new things. So if I do one like same trip every year, that's probably gonna be like I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. Like if I do that every single year, I feel like I'm losing out on going to other places. I hope that makes sense. But it was so amazing, and there's so many memories, and I'm never gonna shut up about this trip. And like I could tell stories till the day I die about it, but it never truly will be as prominent to someone who hasn't been before. But it was so great, so fun, and I'm so grateful to have the experience. But let me do the rest of my makeup and then I'll be back. Okay, so I said natural, I really meant simple. So no lashes, just eyeliner, little bit of color. That's simple for me. I'll take it. Time to get dressed. I also forgot I got a new tattoo since the last time I posted. Look how cute she is. I'll take the girl that did it here. She's amazing. All of her artwork is just crazy. Every piece I've seen her do is crazy detailed and intricate. But she killed it. She did such an amazing job. This was like probably a week ago now. Almost a week. It's in the peeling phase of a tattoo, so she's doing all that she can be doing right now. It is funny though, because it was my most painful tattoo up to this point, with it being like so close to the underarm, but it's been like okay with healing. I think it's because it's like not in my forefront, so I forget about it. But yeah, that under part, man, I wanted to get an armpit tattoo. Now I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do it. But I'm also kind of like of the belief where like if you're getting a tattoo, you're signing up for the pain. So like I'm not one to use numbing cream or anything like that, because I feel like if you're gonna have it there forever, you should be able to stand the pain of getting it. I'm doing two little like low pigtails today. Or more like pigtail buns than anything. This is like a real common hairstyle that I do. And then I'm gonna do a little white bandana with the fit today. Yeah, so just a little bun, and then I pull it out on the sides so it pulls down a little bit. And then I do pull the centers to make it like a little more stick out-y, if that makes sense. And then I always take out these little pieces here, just to give me something. Normally I would pull out like my little bang pieces, but I don't want to deal with them today, so I'm not going to. And then with that being said, I'm gonna pin my bangs, or my not bangs. I don't know what you would call these boys, but yeah, I'm just using one of these little like things you would use in middle school to pin your hair back. And like, I don't really care about it because it's gonna be under it. How does it look? Is it even? Don't lie to me. They're definitely not even. I'm going to St. Pete Pier today, which is about an hour drive. Not too bad. Hopefully traffic isn't crazy. But with that being said, I'm going to pack a little bag instead of taking my purse. Lip liner, Kindle, sunglasses, dusty sunglasses, apparently I haven't worn them in a while, charger, and then I'm gonna grab my wallet, my headphones, my keys, and maybe some gum, because I don't go anywhere without gum. But then we're on a road. I just got in the car, put it in the GPS. It says that the pier is gonna be about 45-minute drive. Hopefully it'll actually be that and not more with traffic. Alright, well I just got here. I completely lied and said 45 minutes. It took me like probably 2 hours to get here. So it's 5 o'clock, I think. But yeah, basically 2 hours to get here. I put in the wrong address, so I guess that one was on me. But I'm here now and I'm walking. City behind me. I don't know if it worked, but I just walked past a city sunscreen booth. Like free sunscreen on the pier. That's crazy and awesome. Hi, y'all. I am still walking around. I've been here for probably like almost 2 hours now. I think my parking's about to be up. But I met these two girls. They were so sweet. And just like we had a really good conversation, which I feel like is missing in like everyday interactions. But it was so much fun. We sat and talked for probably like 45 minutes. I could be wrong. Could be like a half an hour. But I'm getting ready to head back now. Just made it home. It was definitely a quicker drive back this time than it was to get there. I think it was like maybe an hour instead of hour and a half. But yeah, I'm walking up the stairs now and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna make some food. Alright, y'all, I'm ready for the day. I ate a po' boy, leftovers from yesterday. Oh yeah, didn't have to make anything. Just taking off the day. I'm gonna remove my makeup here in a second, but yeah, kind of just a chill night. I am super excited that I got to go see the downtown area. I've been once or twice before, but I'll definitely be back because it is beautiful and so much fun, and I met some really cool people. So that was great, and I'm glad I got to film it. That is it, and I will talk to you soon.